sidetracked. Yeah. Because when you want
I always forget things I'm gonna say.
You work up to it. You can't just go to that. You got to work. Why did this come about?
Yeah, you got to work.
By the time I've worked up to
you got to
it,
work your way up.
What your point was.
The funny thing is, no, I know how you said like you want to go in there, right? But the thing is, you know that like Hillary and Bush, right? You know how like Sophie hates Hillary,
Yeah.
and you two hate Hillary.
I thought she was evil. I still think she's an evil woman.
Right, Bijan.
And I met a fellow too. Karen worked with him. That was a driver for the secret security for her.
Yeah.
And he knew her personally and talked to her, saw her in the White House, worked with her.
What?
Yeah. Well,
oh my God.
Yes, and he's retired. He's not doing that anymore, and he dates one of the nurses at Salem Hospital. So he was at a Christmas party with this nurse that Karen happens to know. So and it was in December, so they were talking about the election and everything, and he said, I know her, and I can tell you, I've talked to her, I've listened to her, I haven't spoken with her personally like that, but I've listened to her conversations, I've seen her with people, I've listened to her, and she is evil. She's an evil woman. And I said, that was my word for her, she's evil. And I said, oh.
And Sophie said a Lebesian. A Lebesian.
What's that word mean?
Lesbian.
And Sophie said Lebesian?
No, just like lesbian.
Oh,
yeah, I remember that. Remember that?
Because she said, I think she was too. I heard that from Dole, from people who had when Dole was campaigning in New Hampshire, and he and his wife, Elizabeth Dole and his wife were there. The woman who had them in her house has a newspaper that she's the editor of in Kingston, and she did a house thing where they come and meet people. And the people who know of her and knew Hillary said that she was a lesbian when she was in college, and that she met Bill, and it was a way. And she's a very powerful, strong woman, and it would get her where she wanted to go. But
Hillary and Bush, they have very similar foreign policies.
I don't care if she's a lesbian. That doesn't.
No, but she has very similar foreign policies to the Bushes. She does.
Yeah.
She has very. No, she does. They both voted for the Iraq War. Right. They both wanted to go in Libya. They both wanted to do all those things.
Right.
So I mean, you hate Hillary and love the Bushes, but they're like one and the same.
No, that's not the reason I hate Hillary.
Well, that's why, right? So that's Sophie's one.
Exactly. You can't talk politics with people.
Of course you can, and I think it's the most interesting thing in the world.
I don't give two craps about it.
Oh, I do.
He's always saying stuff to me. I says, I don't care.
You don't care.
No, I don't.
You live here. You gotta care.
Man,
I don't care.
Well, what I like is other people's views, because you could read the same article I read.
Yeah.
And take it totally different than what I read. We could see it totally different.
Right.
And that I find that so interesting that people, because of the way we think and the way we're swayed by a certain thing, you see it differently. You know? God, we got a fellow in Florida, was a friend of ours, our maintenance